Hello there, welcome to Plus Talk on Plus Life, where we're all about turning positive into a plus. I caught up with the beautiful Gracie Cartier the other day to talk about, well, everything that's going on in the world. Take a look. We are living in sort of a time now that, I certainly never thought we would be in this situation with what is happening in this country and also around the world, of how we as people and as humans are treating each other because of our differences. And, you know, with everything that is happening here in the United States at the moment, from your perspective as a person of color, as a trans person, that essentially we just want to say you don't exist. I mean, we've always had to fight, but gosh, I thought we moved past that. How do you feel with what is happening right now?
It's heavy.
It is heavy, but how do you process it? I mean, this country that you're an American. I mean, this is your home. And you have a whole lot of people who go, no, you don't exist. We don't think you have the right to exist. Other than heavy, how do you process that?
I process it by, as I just recently shared, to continue to show up as myself. Although others may feel as if I'm invisible, me walking in my truth, me standing in my power, me taking the hands of my fellow trans brothers and sisters, and me being a voice and a face for those young trans kids, it's like, at the end of the day, they've always felt as if we didn't matter. That's never going to change. And I think for me, coming to that place of acceptance, of understanding that I will always come up against opposition. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I fight, I will always come up against opposition. I can continue I can either complain or I can either do something.
Get off the pot.
Okay, and I want to be a part of the change. I want to be a part of doing something. I want to be a part of really using my voice, my talents, like whatever it is that I can, my resources, to making a difference, to making this world a better place, a more colorful place.
So what are the conversations you are having with your trans brothers and sisters?
Honestly, I really tell them at times to it's good to be aware. It's good to be aware, but be mindful of what you're consuming, be mindful of how much you're consuming, and be mindful of where you're consuming it from. To stay surrounded and within community, continue to stay in safe spaces, be in places that lift you up, be in places that remind you that you do matter, that you are important. Again, sometimes when you want to, when you just have this desire, I want to fight, I want to prove that, all that does is create a lot of inner resistance within yourself, and that's not healthy for you. It messes with your mental. So it's yes, to be aware, yes, to be a part of the fight. Do all the things that you can do and that you want to do to make a difference, but always know how to take a step back. Because for me, that's why I said it's heavy, because you feel this weight, you feel the responsibility, and it's yes, I want to do that, but I also still, at the end of the day, have to take care of myself. And I can't get so consumed with and I don't know if it's my survivors or just, because I've been through a lot in my life and I know how to continue to push forward. But at the end of the day, that's really all we can do, because it's like some of those things you have the power to change some things, but there are some things that you don't.
Yeah, I mean, we talked off camera about this before. I got really upset the other night. I mean, I had a real physical reaction to what is going on, especially as it relates to the trans community, in that it feels like the train has left the station.
Oh, God.
And we're all sitting around saying how horrible it is, how terrible it is, and we're looking at, on a social media, and you go, can you believe they've done this today? Can you believe they've done that today? Can you believe he said that? And history, it feels to me, is actually repeating itself.
Oh, it
We
is.
know how this story ends. But okay, we're sitting and saying it. Why are we not stopping the train? Why are we not blowing up the train tracks so that the train doesn't get to the camp? Because I just feel like we're all sitting around going, it's awful, it's terrible, but what the, pardon my language, are we doing to stop it? And I think why I became so upset, and I'm really upset about it, Gracie, because I feel like I have no idea how you stop this. It scares the shit out of me.
I think I think to a certain extent, no matter how much like we do try to prepare, or no matter how much we do show up, at the end of the day, we all sit with a bit of helplessness and hopelessness at times. And how can we shift things? But I love that you said it's the same, it's the same with what happened with the fires. It's like, going on social media and seeing everyone complain about who fault is it, like they should have did this. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Too late now.
What are you doing? And I love that you use the bomb, because that's why the F-bomb, because that's the same way I feel. What the are you doing?
Correct.
What are you doing?
Right.
How are you helping?
Yeah.
How are you helping to be a part of the solution? If you want to just continue to blame and point fingers, like, where is that getting you? To me, you're just as on the side of the other foolishness, with the other foolishness. How can you help? How can you show up? And how can you help to find a solution to stop the train? And I want to know from you, like, how do you feel that you can stop the train?
Well, I'm grappling with that right now. I mean, I'm being very honest with you. I don't know, and that's what scares the bejesus out of me, because I feel so powerless, and that makes me feel like a despicable person, because we know how this story ends. We all have seen it. And it, by the way, it wasn't just in Nazi Germany. Look at what happened, in Cambodia in the 70s. The same thing was happening. And it continues to happen around there are countries now where mass genocide continues to happen. We've seen it. And yet, so I don't know. And that's what I struggle with the most. And I think that's why I got so upset the other night and continue to be upset about it, because I don't know how you stop it at this point. I do know that coming together, as you said, and being with community and having heavy conversations, like this one is, and even disagreeing with one another is okay. I think we've gotten to this point, especially in this country now.
And be alike.
Yeah. We can't disagree anymore without it being
war,
absolute epic war. And I think we have to figure out how to get back to respectfully disagreeing or not seeing eye to eye on certain points, but going, okay, look, we don't agree on that point, but we maybe agree on these points.
Yeah.
And so and that's how you make progress.
I agree, because I think sometimes some people may feel like, oh, Gracie, like, yeah, that just sounds like nice and pretty rainbows, but it's like, I think for me, it's like, knowing, as you said, knowing history, knowing everything that Marsha P. Johnson went through, knowing like you said, from the Nazis, like knowing that this has always been going on. It's going to always, when we're going, it's going to always be content. When our kids and grandkids, and they're going to be still coming against opposition. Opposition is always going to be a force in your life, and it's just learning how to stand tall in it. And have those moments of weakness, have those moments of feeling hopeless and like helpless, but knowing how to get the fuck back up.
Well, that's what we have always tried to be at Plus Life. It's always been about, and I've said this to you so many times, you get knocked down and you can sit on the floor and have a tantrum, scream, bang your fists on the floor and be all dramatic, and then get up, slowly but surely. Show up. And
show up.
And I think, as you say, it's always been going on. It'll always be going on. What can we do in the moment is to really just try and be the absolute best and most authentic version of ourselves. And that can be terrifying and intimidating and scary, because, as much as we all want to be unique and wonderful, we also want to feel like we belong and we're part of something.
Absolutely.
And we live in a world now, again, with media, that you just feel like you get left behind a lot, but
constantly comparing yourself.
But that's why what we do, that's why what you do with What's the Zhuzh, what I do with Plus Talk and Plus Life, and you're part of the Plus Life family, is so important, because hopefully people watch this and see this or hear this or however they want to consume this, and they go, yeah, I feel a little bit about the same. But it's good to know that there are other people out there having these conversations. I feel maybe a little less alone.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the encouragement they need to take that first step of getting up off the floor, don't you think?
And that's exactly why I'm back, and that's why I'm so happy to be back with you guys.
Well, we are thrilled to have you back. What's the zhuzh? Softer, more feminine.
What's the zhuzh?
Yeah, what is the zhuzh?
I'm in my more vulnerable with the Lord era.
Well, you and I can zhuzh it off camera later. Gracie, I'm so happy you're back, and thank you for sitting down with me and us having this conversation too. You know, we are in a sort of, sadly, a very dark chapter in our time right now, and I appreciate you being honest and vulnerable and willing to be all of those things with me.
Thank you. Just trying to be sunshine in the clouds.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Plus Talk. Remember, you can like, follow, and share. We're across all your favorite social platforms at Plus Life Media, and be sure to drop a comment below and let us know what you thought of this episode. Until next time, be nice to one another. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.